So another type of material is ferromagnetic materials, and property is called ferromagnetism. So let us see this diagram: randomly oriented domains and aligned domains. So what is different between paramagnetic materials and ferromagnetic materials? The reason is that in these material, ferromagnetic material or ferromagnetic materials, this property of magnetization is far more stronger than paramagnetic materials. So this is very similar, that they also have a permanent dipole moment, permanent magnetic moment, but their property is very strong in comparison to paramagnetic materials. And what we saw in case of paramagnetic materials, that each and every individual atom or its electron was in random direction, but this is not the case in case of paramagnetic ferromagnetic materials. So most of the electrons are aligned in a single direction for a domain. What is a domain? A structure. There are many structure, many small structure. In this whole structure, all the electrons, motion of all the electrons or all the magnetic moments are aligned in same direction. So how big this is a structure? So previously each and every single electron is in random direction. That means each and every electron is random. So there is effectively only one electron because everybody was in different direction. But what happens in case of domain? Around 10 to the power 10 to 10 to power 11 electrons in a domain. So that means this many electrons, so this number is 10 billion, 10 billion to 100 billion electrons point in same direction inside a domain. So you can understand domain as colonies, domain as colonies. In those colonies, all the electrons are pointing in the same direction. Previously each and every electron was random. Now they have made colonies. In each and every colony their direction is same. So in that case the magnetization is very strong in case of ferromagnetic material. But again, though there are colonies, but if you know what are the number of electrons, 10 to power 23 or 24, or we can say 28 if we take big material. So number of electrons is very large, and out of that only 10 to power 11 are in same direction. So there are so many domains, so many domains. So if you calculate, there are many domains. So let us take a number. Let us take, there are 10 to power 23 electrons in 1 centimeter cube, 1 centimeter cube per centimeter cube. So how many are in domain? 10 to power 11. So if you divide, there are 10 to power 12 domains. Again, previously what was happening? All the electrons were random. Now electrons have made some domains. Electrons have made colonies. In whole colony, electron is pointing in same direction. But again, the number of colonies or number of domains is also very large, and they are again random. So domains are again random, hence net magnetic moment is 0. Net magnetic moment is 0. Is 0. So you know this magnetization is equal to magnetic moment m net upon volume. So this m is 0. Why? Because net magnetic moment is 0 because domains are random. You must understand the difference. Previously each and every electron was random. Now electrons have grouped into a group of 10 to power 11, but still there are too many groups and the groups are random. Second thing is that if you see one group, let us say this one domain, this is one domain. So one electron is in this side, another one is also in this side, third is in this side. So they have also a property to align in same direction. So if few of them turn their direction, so immediately all of them will turn their direction. So this is important thing. In complete randomness, turning each and every one is very difficult. Now what happens, since here if few of them turn their direction, they will turn immediately. Let me give you a very good example. Suppose there is a school, we have a school. In school 1500 students are there. 1500 students are there. Now in each class we have 30 students. 30 students into 50 classes. 50 classes. Okay. So 30 students into 50 classes. Now we want to give some information to students. So there are two ways. One person goes to each and every student, 1, 2, 3, each and every students. So it will take very long time to convey that message to those 1500 students. So one person is, suppose that person is A, and that is going to each and every student giving them this message that you have to do this. But another technique is that there are 50 classes, we call monitors of 50 classes. We call class monitors of these 50 classes, and they will announce in their class. So in this way we have to call only 50 students. We have to call only 50 students. So now, but the message is conveyed to more people. Similarly, if all of them are random, so the magnetization is not proper. But when they create domains, magnetization is much more stronger and much more easier. So now ferromagnetic materials are those which gets strongly magnetized. So important thing is that they get strongly magnetized when placed in external magnetic field. So without external field, no magnetization. In external field, see how strongly they have magnetized. The individual atoms or ions or molecules in ferromagnetic material possess a dipole moment. So they also possess a dipole moment as in paramagnetic material. So this is similar to paramagnetic material. However, they interact with one another in such a way that they spontaneously align themselves in a common direction. So what they do, they align themselves in a common direction. As we tell each and every person, or class monitor tell, and whole class is immediately alerted. So just a single monitor telling in the class and whole class is immediately alerted. Similarly, they are aligned themselves in very easy manner over a macroscopic volume called domain. So these domains are definitely smaller, but definitely much bigger than each and every individual electron. Typical domain size is 1 millimeter. So what is size of a domain is about 1 millimeter, and the domain contains about 10 to power 11 atoms. So definitely let us assume that 10 to power 11 atoms, and each atom is contributing at least 1 electron. So 10 to power 11 electrons. So we can see this is definitely much better than the having individual electrons, because at a single time we are magnetizing 10 to power 11 atoms. Magnetization varies randomly. So that we have seen, magnetization still varies randomly, but again it is much more easier to control these material. The domains orient themselves in the direction of B naught. Suppose we applied this external field B naught. So what do the domain do? They align themselves in the direction of this external magnetic field, and simultaneously the domain oriented in the direction B0 grow in size. So definitely they were randomly oriented, but as soon as there is this field, these domains which are in direction of external magnetic field, they start grow. So overall we get some magnetization in this direction. So thus in ferromagnetic material the field lines are highly concentrated. So that is the difference, not only concentrated but highly concentrated. The sample tends to move toward the region of high field. We see diamagnetic towards low field, paramagnetic towards high field. In this case again towards high field, because ferromagnetic materials like magnetic field. But most important question, what happens when external field is removed? That is different. So in other cases diamagnet opposes, this oppose, paramagnetic favors, this favors, ferromagnetic also favors. But problem with this diamagnetic, as soon as you remove the external magnetic field this opposition is gone. Paramagnetic, this favoritism is gone, this again becomes random, this again becomes random. This what happens in this case of ferromagnetism when external magnetic field is removed, that we have to see.